Today I want to talk about my favorite pen. Well, pens, plural. I saw a tweet that said this. I don't know if we can see it here. Let me try it. No, I don't think it'll focus. That said the Pilot G2 was the best pen. And I know that's not true, because there are very expensive pens out there, fountain pens and such, that are much better. But for a cheap pen, the Pilot G2 is probably my favorite pen, but not the 07. I like the 05. It writes just a little narrower, so it doesn't get as much ink. So it almost never smears, and it works good because I have kind of loopy handwriting. I try to write big. And I also like the, do I have one right here, maybe? Yeah. The 10, because the 10 is the extra bold. And it's fun to write to-do lists, and then it spills so much ink on the page, and it almost always smears. But it's fun, and if you write the F word real big, it feels like you wrote the F word. So, that's why I like these pens too. But the 05 is like my daily driver pen. It's my go-to. It's what I like. So, I know it's not the best pen in the world, but it's the best cheap pen. You can get a box of them for like $10. So, it's hard to beat that. And this is the pen I will always buy. It's the 05. But, there's two other pens I like a lot as well. The Papermate Flare, which is a felt tip pen. It's a really good one. It's good. It's very versatile. It writes on a lot of things. It's pretty inexpensive. It's got a good, real dark. And because it's felt tip, it doesn't smear. Not like these gel pens. I like it a lot. It's good. It's a good pen. It's kind of like a marker. And then I also like these Papermate Ink Joys that have 4 different colors. Again, not the best pen, but it's got 4 colors, so they're great for note taking. Or if you're doing like mind mapping or that kind of stuff. When I like to do outlines, when I do like video projects, or if I'm working with like a wedding photography client, I'll always take this, and that way I can make notes in different colors and color code things, and it's really handy. I also keep a notebook. It's not a notebook, it's actually just like a leather notebook cover, and then I put 3x5 cards in it, because what happens with a notebook is like your ideas can get lost, which I guess they can get lost with 3x5 cards too, but so what I have is just a box. When I come up with ideas, I jot them down. They go in the idea box. When I'm bored, I pull one out and I go, okay, these are the videos I'm going to do this week. Which, as you can see, I have more ideas than I do motivation or time to actually make videos. So I don't always end up making all of them, but I have a lot of good ideas in here, I think. I'll read you some of them, just to give you some little more ramble time, because that was all I had to talk about. I was like, I'm going to talk about pens, because I saw a tweet about it, and surprisingly I got 4 minutes out of that. So, give you a couple little teasers. Why you should watch bad movies. It's a good one. You should learn what not to do. That's kind of the buzz. Series idea called Asked and Answered. So, I don't know what this means. This is the problem when you write ideas down and you leave them. Series Asked and Answered. I don't know. We gotta put that, maybe I'll remember later. How I invest my money, which is one I was gonna talk to you guys about. Investing. One of the things I wish I had done earlier in my life. Speaking of financial advice for creatives, which the 4 things I wrote were charge more, sell things that make money to people that have money. Which, so you would, that's from a guy I like named Sean McCabe. But the idea is that if you want to have a successful product, you should make products that make money and sell them to people that have money. Makes sense, right? Invest early and often with dollar cost averaging. Dollar cost averaging is when you say, like, on the first of the month, I'm going to put, X number of dollars in the stock market. I don't care what the stock market's doing. Over time, that is a very successful strategy. And then just talking about index funds and dividends, which are 2 investment strategies. Let's see. The problem with letterboxing, a lot of these are from my filmmaking channel, is because it looks fake. If you upload something with letterboxing is where there's the black bars above and below. If you add that in post, it still shows the aspect ratio on YouTube, so it looks fake. But if you change the aspect ratio in your project file, then it displays the aspect ratio correct, and you don't get the black bars. How to get into how to get into filmmaking. I was just gonna talk about how I got into filmmaking, which is just a couple movies. Empire Strikes Back got me interested in film when I was a kid. Clerks showed me that I was working in an ice rink and I saw Clerks and I was like, well, that's like my life. Like, I didn't realize film could be relevant to me. And then I saw a TV show called The Neistat Brothers, which was Casey Neistat and his brother Van's TV show on HBO before he blew up huge on YouTube. And that showed me that, like, I could totally make films, like, because they were just using point and shoot cameras. If you ever get a chance to watch it, it's a really good show. Let's see. This is a filmmaking exercise I call One Shot, One Sound, which I got off of a DP named Wally Pfister. But it's just a single shot, and then you add some music to it. It's a little filmmaking exercise. Oh, let's see. Movies filmmakers need to watch. There's a lot of good ones there. What I wish I could tell myself 10 years ago. It's good. Oh, this is a good one. I'm going to make an ASMR video on this one. I call it Your Time is Worthless. Although I spelled you're wrong because I'm dumb apparently. You added the apostrophe. But the point is, so your time is worthless. What I mean by that is when a lot of times people are like, oh, it's not worth my time. Or like, they think things aren't worth their time. But the reality is, until you assign value to your time, all of your time is worthless. So, you could say, like, if someone can offer you a job, especially this happens a lot in filmmaking, like, hey, you want to come be a PA? A PA is, like, the lowest job on set. And it pays, not great. It's like $150 a day to $200 a day, depending, which, might sound good to you. I don't know what your financial situation is like, but it's like the crappiest job. You're basically just running around getting people stuff for 12 hours, and you're on your feet the whole time. And so, people are like, it's not worth my time. But, like, if you're not doing anything that day, like, that's still $200. And you might network and you might meet people. So, anyway, now me reading ideas out of my idea box has taken up more time than my spiel about pens. So I feel bad about that, and I'm sorry. Or, I don't know. Should I feel sorry? I don't think so. You got some sneak previews of some good video ideas for a channel you're not subscribed to. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so drop a comment down below. Tell me what your favorite kind of pen is, or tell me if you think those ideas are terrible or good, or you have no interest in them because they're about filmmaking. They have nothing to do with ASMR. But maybe I'll make ASMR film tutorials. Just start combining things. That's another idea I had for video. It was a concept that I called. It's a metaphor I had. I come up with a lot of metaphors. I feel like that's one of my secret hidden talents, is coming up with good metaphors. But the idea of, like, you have to build your deck, build your hand. When you're playing poker, the more cards you can have, the more likely you are to get a winning hand. But, like, imagine if you could have more than just 5 cards. Like, that's life, like, with your skill set. So, like, I make videos, like, I could conceivably like film hockey stuff. You know, that's just with 2 cards. So like think about your cards in life. So I'm not gonna get more in depth than that because this is a teaser for a future ASMR video. I'm gonna start making more of those self-development ASMR videos. They make me feel good, and they help me really cement my ideas and my beliefs. Because I can just ramble about them. Because I don't talk out loud about them enough. Because people don't want to hear about it. People get bored easily. But not you, lovely folks. You're captive. Or you've probably already clicked off. Anyway, sorry, I'm rambling again. Drop a comment down below. Tell me what your favorite pen is. Hit me with some good ideas if you got them. I don't know. I'll steal them. Sure. Maybe I'll credit you. Probably not. Because I want to seem super smart and geniusy. But more likely I'll probably just put them in this idea box and then never do them. And then read them on a future video. So, anyway, hope you're having a lovely Friday night, Saturday, whatever day you're watching this. Write down stuff with pens. Handwriting. Get your handwriting together. Get some pens. Get some Pilot G205s.